Hey world, welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna make a special video suggested by my one and only friend Marielle. So thank you Marielle for the suggestion. So today I'm gonna make a video about how I passed the physical therapy licensure examination, tips or motivation or like everything that I did throughout the journey. So keep watching. So everyone has their own way of studying, own way of motivation, own way of everything. I'll just share my own and maybe it could help you somehow. So the first thing that we need is motivation. Like when I say motivation, it can be anything. It could be friends, family, your pets, or loved ones, or it can even be like things, like materialistic things. For me personally, it was first family, and then the thing that mostly motivated me to study more is the people who didn't believe in me. So yeah, I wanted to prove to these people that I'm actually able and I'm actually worth graduating or taking the exam. Second thing that we need is confidence. Without confidence, we cannot do anything except just lay in bed all day. So you could be just studying every day and every night, and then when the exam day comes, you will just forget everything. But then you could just study slightly, not too much, which is not possible, but you can just have that much confidence in you, but you can still pass the exam. So confidence is something that we all need. Third thing is know your study style. So all of us have different styles of studying. Some people like to listen, some people like to have like visual explanations or demonstrations, and some people like to sing. To me personally, I don't like singing with like trying to memorize stuff. I don't like singing because I don't know, it doesn't work with me. Sometimes it's hard for me to memorize. Also know if you're more comfortable studying with friends or by yourself. Me, I have studied most of the time by myself, and if I had any study groups, I would just bring one friend. So like it's not really a study group. And for me to choose whether I want to study alone or with someone, I would tell myself that if there's something new that I still want to study like from the beginning, then it's better to study all alone. But if you want to study something like practice questions or like multiple choice that like have their review books and everything, then it's better to study with a friend, so that after you both study, you can just ask each other. That's much better. Fourth thing that you need to do is focus on yourself and your goal and no one else's. And for example, your friends tell you, let's go out and have fun and enjoy. Think about what you did the whole day, if you studied well, if you passed that exam, if like not an exam like a big exam, like a post-lecture quiz or something, or if you think your overall performance of the day was good enough, then go out with them to try to relax yourself for a bit. But if you didn't, then I advise you to just go home straight away and then study whatever you weren't able to finish that day. And one thing that people think it's wrong doing during your whole entire review is rewarding yourself. That's actually one of the main things that I did. I would reward myself like with something like big. Like for example, if I pass an exam, I will just like go to have a slice of pizza with like some fries or something like that. But it's up to you, whatever you want. And then like if you pass like major exams in your review center or like self-study, and if you pass that exam that you were not really confident about, then you should reward yourself with something big, because it will only push you to study more and do much better. And one thing that I have to also tell you is during your review you're gonna have a lot of skin breakouts, you're gonna have like weight gain and a lot of stress, and that's okay. So yeah, I'm just saying that it's completely fine to gain weight, to have skin breakouts, and to have like hair falls and everything, because after that you'll finally be relieved and you won't have that anymore. So my way of studying is basically go home after review center, and then I would first thing grab the review book, and then I would read some questions, and then after that I will look back on what I took throughout the day during my lecture on the review center, and then I would just read it or just a couple of times and repeat it in my head, because the more you repeat the information, the easier you remember, really. Like, even if you don't understand the question, it's still gonna be like the answer is still gonna be there in your head. So that's a good advantage of repeating the questions all over again. When it came to memorizing tables and like important notes in the books, I prefer to write it down on a big paper and then just stick it around in your room, in your living room, in your bathroom, when you're taking a shower or taking a shit. You can just taking a poop, I'm so sorry. You can just read it there on the walls, and like everywhere you go you just find something, just read it while preparing lunch, dinner in the kitchen. Just look at that and then just read it, like these important tables, important values, formulas or something like that that you need to remember. Last thing that I need to tell you is rest. Like, definitely you should rest a lot and have good sleep. Like, don't ever like stay up all night just to study and wake up really early the next morning and have like a long day at the review center. That's very, very hard on you, because it's gonna be hard for you to remember whatever you studied that day. So I advise to just sleep at least 6 hours a day, because it's really important. I would like sleep a lot, honestly. Like, if I had like some free time that I could just hang out or do something fun, then I would just sleep instead. So that's it for the video, for my tips and motivation. But there's a small thing that I have to state for the motivation. I have three quotes that inspired me to continue what I'm doing and to finally pass. These 3 quotes are, let me open my book because I don't remember. So these 3 sayings that helped me during my review is: don't be afraid to fail, be afraid not to try. Second one is: focus on your goal and don't look in any other direction. And third, if it wasn't hard, everyone would do it. It's the heart that makes it great. So I have no idea who wrote these, but they are the ones who inspired me to continue. Just focus on yourself and no one else. There's a lot of obstacles that's gonna come on your way, but you're eventually gonna get through it if you just believe in yourself and if you just do the best you can. So if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also share it with your friends. Maybe it can help them in some way. And this doesn't only apply to physical therapy, but it also can apply to other courses, other fields. So also watch this video if you're about to take the board exam. Thank you for watching.